What's up? What's up? Hot Wheels and diecast collectors. So I just had opened up the 2025 A case in my last video, and I haven't really been finding anything at my local stores lately, and I've been on the road for a while. But I have come across Q case and A case and have a ton of stuff to open. I think there's probably still some things that I'm missing from N/P case, but I will get those sorted at some point and time. So hopefully I have room on my desk here for everything, and then I'll have to put them up. Also, I have the latest Red Editions, and I have the latest ZAMACS. So we'll do those later as well. And also, I'm not going to open these, I guess. I think that's what I've decided. But I got the Transformers set. I got these off of eBay, and my plan was to open them. This is the one that's the hardest one to find, but they've reissued it. It used to have some text on it that said to enslave and destroy, I think is what it said, from the Decepticon actual car, right? That was in the movie, I guess, or in the cartoon, whatever. And they stopped production on that one because that's kind of, someone probably must have complained, or that's against Hot Wheel from being too violent or whatever. So they have reissued these without the offensive text. So be aware when you're looking for these, if you're looking for this Mustang, that you get the one that you want and you don't overpay for one that doesn't have the text on it. Now, these came from Japan. So the US seller that I got these from sent them in the protectors, and they all have the Japanese stickers on them. So I don't think that I'm going to open these. I might try to find another set that I can open, but we'll look at these anyway as is, right? So here is the custom Volkswagen Beetle. So it doesn't say that it's Bumblebee, but it's got this rusty custom Volkswagen Beetle in there, which is pretty cool. So I like that. Number 2 is a Corvette C7. This is another Autobot. I'm not a Transformers. I like Transformers as a kid, but not as an adult, so I don't know what and it doesn't say, which car, the name of the Autobots or Decepticons they are, so I don't know. You can leave me comments down below. This one, I think, is the Rampage. This is Ford Mustang GT, and it's a Celine, I think, is what it's based on. And I think this is a new casting, specifically made, it says 2021, so I'm assuming that that's a new casting for Transformers, maybe. The next one is the Bugatti Veyron, which this is, and this is the Silver Series, so it's got full details, full tampo. Some of them might even have metal bases, and they've got unique wheels. So I am looking forward to having one of these loose to put into my loose collection. And the Pagani Huayra, the Decepticon. So those are cool. I'll take those. So it looks like 3 of them are Autobots. Even here, it's It's purple for the Decepticons with the Decepticon logo, and then red with the Autobot logo, depending on which one it is. And that would be cool if they did more of those too. Like, cars are cars, man. I like them if they're cars. All right, so first off, 90 Acura NSX. This might be a long video. I will try to go quick. So, simple white with black rims is a good look. It's got rear tampos, Acura logo. I wish they do the front turn signals when they do the Acura logo. It does have a black spoiler. They're pretty much like the same when you get the simple ones. There's a new color for the Alfa Romeo GTV6 3.0. It's got front tampos and then side stripes. Does not have the rear tampos, but this is also made it into the premium. And I think this isn't this going to be in the Boulevard with like a cool Alfa Romeo racing livery? I'm looking forward to getting that. I'm also trying to figure out if I want to open all my Boulevard and have them loose in a display. Lots of contemplation. Here is the 87 Audi Quattro in black. This is from the... Oh, this is an international case, so it doesn't tell me. But I guess this was probably like P case. Maybe Q case. So this was initially red, and now it's black. And then in the A case, it is this metallic aqua. But if you find it in a darker green with white Real Riders and a TH logo, like I did in my A case unboxing, then you'll have yourself a super treasure hunt. Which that was kind of fun to find. I had not ordered a case and pulled a super in a while, so that made it worthwhile for me. So 2 Audis back to back. Bugatti Bolide in red. There's I want to say that this has been now yellow and blue, right? And so now here's a red. I don't know if there's going to be any other colors because it seems like they're always black with the accent color. So a blue, the French blue with the white accent color would be a cool pickup as well. You hear? I should work for Mattel, right? Custom Cadillac Fleetwood. So this casting's been around for a while. And somehow, like, I have yet to put one in my collection. There is one, I want to say that there's one that's almost all solid black, which looks really, really good. And not too many people like these super classic pre-war cars anymore as much. I think they're super dope. So, oh look, it's got skinny wheels in the front and then the fat wheels in the back. Cool. Let's see what's next. We've got the newest version of the Custom 53 Chevy. We have seen this leaked that it's going to be one of the first ZAMACS for 2025. So that's pretty cool. HW Tiki time. It has a clear hood. I kind of wish that they would just go ahead and just retool this with a solid hood, because it's hard to see the engine in there anyway. 64 Chevy Chevelle SS, the blown engine sticking out of the hood in this really nice kind of butter yellow. So that's pretty cool. It's a slight metallic to it. So that's pretty sweet. No rear, no front, but it's all chromed out, so you just get the side stripes and the top stripes, which is all right. the latest version of the 67 Chevy C10 art car deco. So this was in white, right? And then there was a black version that was the red edition, and now there's a red that's not the red edition, with the color matched wheels. But that's kind of sometimes with the keep driving. At first I thought that was keep drilling, like for customizers. Keep driving. Sometimes I like the art cars, and sometimes they're a little out there. That one I like. So that was toward the end of 2024, and then here at the beginning of 2025, they did a new color for it. So I've got two of these as well to show back to back. In this light aqua with pinstriping, which is kind of cool. This kind of goes along with that tiki from this one, yeah. That's what it makes me think of. That one will go there. This isn't a casting that I normally collect, but I thought that this was a good looking version of the 72 Chevy Love, at least for now. Next time I purge my collection, it might stay, it might go. I should do skinnier wheels on the front of this one too. But white with the 5-slot mags in gold and that blue trim on the side. Looks pretty good. I like that. I did find the 83 Chevy Silverado. I ended up finding a shipper that had a couple of them, but no Super. So this would be the Q-Case Super, if you're lucky enough to find it. On Instagram, I've noticed a lot of people have been lucky to find it, so they have made a ton of these. This is still a pretty clean version. There's even, I saw like what was it? There's another truck that has a real, not the big, like modern Silverado, but I want to say that it's this car has a blue and white design that's real similar to this one. So go back and look at that. It's several years old. Here is the Ford Performance Super Van. This is the A-Case regular treasure hunt for 2025. There's your, for the people who have to see the logo. Always cracks me up. It's like, if you know what it is, then you know what it is. You don't need to see the logo. There's the logo. But I guess they're excited to find a regular treasure hunt. This one probably won't stay in my collection super long. I do like the blue one and the white one, but this one is in that weird green colors. Probably not going to keep it in my collection long term. Oh, let me put that one there so it's still in the shot. All right, here is this international? Yeah, international case. So this is Q-Case, I guess, the 17 Ford GT. Oh, I do want to, because Mike likes it when I give him a shout out, to sit there and say, hey, thanks for finding me cars. He did find half of these cars at wherever he shops, I think Target or Walmart or whatever. So several of these did come from him, and then I found a bunch out of the A-Case, which is why I have so many. So Mike, I always appreciate it when you help me out finding stuff. So here is your regular video shout out. Here is a Ford Mustang Dark Horse. I have seen on Instagram where a lot of people think that this is going to be a Super for 2025, maybe toward the end of the year. Okay. It'll probably come, I mean, like, this new Mustang design, every time they do a radical redesign on the Mustang, it never looks good when it first comes out. Like, I don't know, and then some of the then some of the aftermarket parts people like start doing body kits, and then Ford looks at those and goes, "Oh yeah, we like those." And then they redesign, they do a facelift, and then it looks better than the first one that came out. I feel like this is that. The headlights are kind of weird and low, and I don't know. I like the color on this though. No shout out at Hot Wheels. I just think that the new Mustang is kind of awkward looking still. Gordon Murray's Automotive T50S. So Gordon Murray designed the original McLaren F1, which I actually have one to open. And so now I guess he's making his own cars. I've never heard of this car until so this is a track version of his road car. I have not heard of this car until Hot Wheels came out with one. So, and it's going to be silver in 2025. I think that's a leak that I saw. So if you really like this car, it's going to come out in silver. I don't know, like I don't know what to make of the back. It looks weird. I think it just looks weird in general. It definitely doesn't look as good as the original McLaren did. So I'm going to turn this light off. I think that's going to make the lighting a little bit better. I think it's bothering me enough. I think that makes it better. The shadows are better. All right. Honda. Here is the Honda S800 Racing. This is a cute little car. I dig it. I'm looking forward to this hopefully getting a premium made. I saw someone on Reddit who painted in all the details, which made it look really good. This would be good for a Japan Historics set for car culture. That would be a good one to put in there. And not the 1400th Mazda RX-3. 1990 Honda Civic EF is back. This will also be a red edition for 2025. But here it is in blue with some slightly obnoxious graphics on the side, also advertising the VTEC. I would rather it have the rear tampos, but they like their graphics. Here is the Lamborghini Huracan LP620-2 Super Trofeo. This was the PK Super Treasure Hunt. So if you find this in a dark Spectra Flame red, you'll have the Super for that. I have it somewhere. It's in my jammers. But this is a really nice version of this Huracan Super Trofeo. Can I zoom out a little bit? I'm going to zoom out a little bit. All right, make some more room. I'm really excited for this one, the Lamborghini Huracan Sturato. So this is they came out with the off-road Lamborghini Huracan. It's got some flared wheel arches and a little more ground clearance and an intake in the roof and some extra fog lights. And man, like I love it. The real thing, like I love it. I think that's great. Totally would drive one, 100%. 67 Lotus Type 49. You know, I bought several of the first release of this because I couldn't remember which number was the first release and which number was the new release. I like those wheels a lot too. So number 4 is the second release. Number 5 was the first release. First release has a white driver with white exhaust pipes. Second release is this gray with gray exhaust pipes. I really hope they do this in a couple more colors. And it really makes me think of some of the like the Brabham Repco racers from the original Red Lines. Those were really cool, and these are also in that line. Those are pretty cool. I like them. I hope that they do more of those vintage Indy racers. 91 Mazda MX-5 Miata in yellow. So that's pretty cool. With some little extra MX-5 graphics on the side. We got front turn signals and we get taillights. So that works. Here is Gordon Murray's creation, the McLaren F1. Very simple, just in red. Lace wheels. Looks good. It's got the 3 seats in there with the driver in the middle. And it's got rear tampos, front tampos. Perfect. Here is the McLaren P1 in this blood red. Quarter Mile Heroes Q case. I do like this blood red paint, and I have been wondering, just me on my little, oh, it's got the new lace wheels. When I was doing some consolidation in my jammers, I think I have every single one of these that have come out, and I don't know why, because I don't really like this car as a design element, just in general. Like, I'm not, like, I like the Senna, I like the F1. I don't like this one. I don't like the 720, and I don't like the Speedtail. I get their place, but I don't like that. They're not pretty cars. But I keep buying them. Here's a Mercedes-Benz Unimog. I really like this casting, and I realized the other day that I am missing some of the first releases of this, and I don't know why. Like, did I just not decide to keep them? Did I I don't know why, but I like it. So I might have to go back and get some of those. 69 Mercury Cougar Eliminator. This is an excellent casting. This is an excellent color. This is perfect for 1969. They actually came in this avocado. They probably had a stripe like this on the hood, probably not on the roof. And the side stripes are not out of character either. And this is just a good looking casting. This needs to go in premium with full front and rear tampos. That's what that needs. I like this a lot too. The Morgan Super 3. This is a contemporary version of the Morgan. And I really kind of hope that they also do like the more vintage Morgan 3-wheeler. The engine for that one is actually like in the front, between the front wheels, and it is super cool. This is probably not going to be a track star going down the orange track, but this is certainly a cool release, like a cool object for Hot Wheels to make. I think that's pretty cool, and I'm happy to have one. The Nissan Skyline GTR R32 as part of the Fast and Furious release, that it is black. I really had to double check to look, because I thought this looked a lot like when this was a Super Treasure Hunt a couple years ago, and that one was way more of like a gunmetal, and then it said Skyline on the side. But I really thought that this was a lot closer to looking just like that. There was only one of these in my case. I don't know if that's the normal thing. Too bad it doesn't have headlights. We can say that it has like black plastic headlight covers. But for a stock Skyline, that looks pretty good. At the opposite end, not stock Skyline, here is the Nissan GTR R35 with the LB Silhouette Works version 2 body kit on it. Now, I don't know, when Liberty Walk works on a car, do they go through and through, or is it really just like a body kit and a wrap? Is it just an appearance package, or do they actually like do some tuning? Oh, I like that it has the red grill part. That's cool. I'll add that to those Silhouette Nissan GTRs. King Cuda, I just kind of like this one with the King of Hearts on it. And the gold, it was just aesthetically pleasing. One's got the Queen on the other side. I like the red and the gold. There's the ace on the top. There's the jack on the back. That's cool. I dig it. Here's the Porsche 904 Carrera GTS in red. So it was in a light gray first, and it's gonna come out in like a lemon yellow, which I'm really excited with the really cool, like the way that they incorporated all of the tampos on it. I really like the design on that one. So I'm looking forward to that. And I like that that one's kind of small. It's supposed to be kind of small. Here's the Magnus Walker 96 Porsche Carrera. I really want to say, I'd have to look for sure, but the blue one, like the bright blue one, like I totally passed on that one. I know that's a lot what his car looks like, but this white one is a little more understated, but this design on it is really just kind of, I don't know, like it doesn't make any sense to me. It's kind of obnoxious in like not a super cool to my personal aesthetic. Look, it doesn't even have like, is that a tampo error? Is it supposed to have additional like colors like this blue and yellow in addition to the black? Is that supposed to be, well, there's the blue. Maybe not. And that bugs me even more. Was it supposed to have yellow on this side? Well, whatever. Probably won't stay in my collection forever. This one is awesome. The Porsche 911 Rally. Like, I would take one of these and the Huracan Storados, and like that could be my supercars. Like little off-road supercars. That'd be sick. I like this a lot with this Rothman's simulated livery. It's too bad we don't get the rear tampo, but, and having the window piece be part of the luggage up top, and then to have the interior piece come and be part of the front and the side fenders and the rear. It's a pretty cool design. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. All right. I picked this up because people are going gaga for this Porsche keychain, the ZAMACS one, and now this recolor. It doesn't have any plastic parts. It doesn't roll. But I wanted to open it for a video. And I don't know if I'll ever put it on my keychain. That side says Hot Wheels. That side says Porsche. And there's a Porsche logo on the front. Maybe I'll use it when I have a Porsche. But other than that, it's just a key fob. It is not going in my jammers. I just wanted to open it on video for you guys. All right, here is the Shelby Cobra Daytona Coupe. So this was a light blue Golf for the first release, and then it was white for the Walgreens exclusive. And so now here's the third recolor for 2024 in this dark blue Golf livery. which is also super cool. So that's fun. I like that one. I like this Viper casting, the Dodge Viper SRT10 ACR. And this kind of Americana Tampo action that's on it. Just kind of fits. Like it looks like you know, like the Viper, the Corvette, the Mustang can do like this red, white, and blue, and it work. I don't think really any of the other cars out there like really, well, maybe like a pickup truck, right? That's about it. Here is the Studebaker Champ in white. I like this casting a lot. It looks pretty nice and clean in white with these kind of steelies. And it's got front tampo. That's cool. That looks good. That'll go into the collection. This Subaru Impreza 22B looks good in a kind of drift rally livery. Oh, it's matte white. Ooh, I like this a lot. So when it looks like a rally race car, that's pretty sweet. And it has the front details on it. That's pretty cool. No taillights, but that one is sweet. Here's the latest variation of the Tesla Cybertruck. So I looked, all they're doing is really just changing the wheels, right? So the first release had the kind of wagon wheels. The second release had these bead locks, but they were solid black. So this third release has the bead locks with this gray hub like painted on it, even though I don't know why they're putting off-road tires on the Cybertruck. It should just really just have like the big 5 spokes almost, or big something. It doesn't need to have like textured tires. So there you go. Another Cybertruck. Another Cybertruck. We should throw a Cybertruck at a Cybertruck and see if we can smash the windows. Found this today at Publix. So I was excited because I like this color. Not that I'm a huge Supra. I'd rather have muscle car than have a Supra. But I really like this metallic green with the gold. So I'll add this to the Supras in my collection. No rear tampos. The wing is part of the casting. It's metal. It does get front tampos. I don't know. Would you rather have front tampos, headlights, or would you rather have taillights? Here is the newest Bumblebee in gold. So the first one was in yellow. This one's in a metallic gold. There's the Autobot logo. It's got taillights and a Hot Wheels logo. And there's a Bumblebee face. Running out of room for all these things. VW T3 Custom. This one is pretty cool. It's been getting a lot of hype from a lot of different online sources as being a really fresh, unique design. I've seen people who've already customized this, and it is a really cool design. Here's my critique. Less than half of this casting is metal. It's just from here up, and then it's got the posts that come down that are metal. But other than that, like everything else is plastic. It makes for a nice color break. That's a lot of plastic. Maybe they can make this like a premium and be able to make the whole thing out of metal for some really odd car culture topic. And then, is this supposed to have a gap? Like, I'm so curious, is that gap that's in there, is that supposed to be, are they supposed to touch? Or is it supposed to be there? Like, that gap right there. Like, it's so close, it looks like it's supposed to touch. And if it's not supposed to touch, maybe these should have been made a little shorter to make the gap a little more obvious, but maybe that's a safety reason too. But anyway, I think it's a cool, fresh design. I think that's pretty cool. Here's a couple that might end up, I might hold on to just for, like, interest, I guess you would say, because these have had some, like, they look interesting, and so I wanted a closer look. Here is the small block, which I think this is another fresh take on a unique Hot Wheels design. As far as a fantasy design goes, the body's plastic. It has a wood grain texture to it. Like, this was made out of a pine, like a, you know, a pine box derby car. And the wheels have this kind of wooden kind of feel to them too. And, you know, metal base. The little push out for the engine right there. So that's a cool design, right? I think people are liking the design. And then in the A case, they recolored it as a taxi, and it still has the wood grain. So this is kind of cool. Am I going to collect every single one of these? Probably not. Am I going to keep these? I don't know. At one point, I was going to try to collect a bunch of taxi cars. I like that this one's got a painted base. If it had a taxi livery, I was going to collect it. But I don't know. So, but that's cool. Here is, and this is another one that I passed over. And then I decided to pick it up. I was actually out in Utah, and I grabbed this one because I collect all the ZAMACS cars, and this is in that rolling metal series. And so the top of it, that makes like the color break down the center of the car. Like, this is the metal part, right? Or at least it feels like it's the metal part. Oh, maybe it's not. I think that makes it a little easier. It is plastic. So it's not ZAMACS. But this is a Super Treasure Hunt for 2025, I think in the B case. And so I couldn't tell. I thought that this might be the metal and this might be the plastic, but it's the opposite. So this is not going in my ZAMACS collection. And it'll probably go into my giveaway for Halloween collection. That's what that's going to be. But that was cool to open. This one has got a cool look to it. It is the Max Steel. Like a little hot rod. I'll probably put this with like my 32 Ford, because it gives that vibe. I don't know what this might be actually based on, but I'll say it's a Ford, like a 32 Ford Deuce Coupe. That's what I think it is. So that's cool. I have so much. I have used up so much space, and we still have 5 more cars. We have the red edition, and I'm at 40 minutes. So the 92 BMW M3 is number 10. These are last red editions for the year. So that's cool with that subtle stripe and the M. There's the red, gray lace wheels. At least we have like embossed details for headlights and taillights. Could have done away with the stripe that's on the hood and the stripe that's on the spoiler and do lights, but I'm not the one in charge. Here is the 20 Toyota Tacoma in black with some red accents. So that's pretty cool. We do get taillights on this one, and we get headlights on this one. It's got all the tampos. That's awesome. So that's cool. And here's one that is going into my red edition collection that I will not collect. Some people like it, this tuned look. It is not my favorite. But here is the Porsche 911 Turbo 964 red edition, which it is white with some red accents for the red edition. And I'll probably do like a red edition walkthrough video with all of the red editions so far at some point. And then I'll probably do like a year by year ZAMACS video to walk through those. Here is the 11th. So they went from 18 to 12 ZAMACS per year. They used to do like every other case, 3 ZAMACS. And now they do every other case, 2 ZAMACS. Which is kind of sad, but the Rolling Metal series this year did help give us more ZAMACS, because I really like this look of that raw metal. Here is the 67 Ford GT40 Mark IV. The first release of this for 2024 in that dark metallic green was really, really pretty. So to have this ZAMAC also looks good. Glad to have both of those. I really like this casting a lot. And the last one for today is the last ZAMAC for 2024. This is the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento. And they have been very consistent with making the interior color and this Tampo action back here on the engine cover match. There's your ZAMAC logo on the spoiler. No taillights. Headlights are done with the Lambo logo on the front. And that's pretty cool. Which one's your favorite from all of these? Let me know in the comments, and we'll talk to you next time.